What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the We'll See Later podcast, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, the best energy on the planet. Today, I am riding solo for episode 17, but we're going to hop right into it. We are talking Diamond Hogs today, postseason baseball. We're going to talk the new addition to the Razorback basketball team. We're going to be talking about We Recommend, the movie section that's new in this podcast. We're going to be doing the How You Really Doing, and I'm adding a Did You Know on This Day section. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay. So we're going to hop right out of the gate. We're going to talk us a little Arkansas basketball. We're in that pig walk section. You guys know all about the pig walk. The pig walk section. So, new addition to the Razorback basketball team, DJ Wagner has committed transfer from Kentucky. Another one is being pulled. Calipari is pulling his magic and bringing guys from Kentucky to Arkansas. DJ Wagner is a 6'4", 192-pound guard, averaged right at 10 points a game as a freshman, 40% field goal percentage, 30% from the three-point line, 76% free throw shooter. Big addition. I'm pretty sure he was a 4 or 5 star coming out of high school. We are super anxious to have him. When it comes to basketball, I don't know how we look great, but I don't know. You won't know until this team meshes on the court. But a lot of this team played at Kentucky, who was a 3 seed going into the tournament. Yes, they got upset, but these guys are going to have a little bit more experience, new setting, new crowd, new players around them. I believe this team's going to be really nasty. We're going to speak about this basketball team too. What happened yesterday? Trevin Brazile pulls out of the combine. Does Trevin Brazile, question here, come back to Arkansas? Second question, do we accept him back? Do we want him back? A lot of you guys might not like this opinion. Some of you do. I say yes. I understand this past year has been dog poop for the Razorback basketball program as a whole. It looked like we completely imploded and then everybody ran. But if Trevin Brazile can be the guy from 2 years ago before the injury, if we have that guy, even a glimpse of that guy on the team with this team that is here now, I think he adds to it. And he doesn't have to be the man. We already have the man. We have plenty of them. So he just has to fill his role, which I think he's a much better at role playing than being the absolute leader of the team. I would love to have him back. Might not be a popular opinion, but that's mine. So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, we have to talk about my favorite section, what you're all here for, 100% them Diamond Hogs. Coach Dave Van Horn has led this Razorback team to a national number 5 seed, whether you agree with it or not. And we are hosting a regional and a super if we can get through it. In our regional, the number 5 seed Arkansas, we are the 1 seed in our bracket. It's Arkansas at 43-14 versus number 4 Southeast Missouri State, who are 34-25. The 2 seed Louisiana Tech at 45-17, playing the number 3 seed Kansas State at 32-24. I am beyond excited for this. Everybody's kind of Hog fans. I've been arguing with people. I love going on the Razorback Smack Talk on Facebook, and just Hog fans kind of irritate me. I get you're stressed. A lot of you didn't think that we were going to deserve the 5 seed because of the back half of the season where I think the last 29 games, we went 18-11 and still became number 5 in the country. So we have definitely dwindled on the pitching from beginning of year to now, but it's been a long season. So the guys went into the SEC tournament, and we went 0-2. And everybody's like, this team is done. All we got is Hagen Smith. Maybe you're right, maybe you're not. But we're number 5 in the country. We're hosting a regional. We're hosting a super. If we can get through there. On the super regional side that we're going to be going against, it's probably going to be Virginia or Mississippi State. I think I would rather play Virginia. I'm tired of SEC schools. We're okay, in my opinion. Question of the day, do we start Hagen Smith game 1 or game 2? I say game 2, but you better have somebody on the mound in game 1 that's going to get you a dub. Southeast Missouri State, they hit home runs. I think they've hit 100 home runs even this year. They're like 31st in the country at home runs. Arkansas's hit 71. We're like 140th. So This is going to be a tougher first game for sure. They're going to be hitting home runs. They average 7 runs a game. We average right at 6, I think. So they can score. They've won their conference. SEMO is no joke. Their pitching, is not. We should hit them. We should hit them, but our bats have been mystery. So that's what I love the sport so much. I love baseball so much because we get to debate this. To me, our team is head and shoulders above everybody in our region, to be honest with you. But in baseball, it's who shows up that day. We could go 0-2 here and get bounced. We can go 3-0, go straight to the supers. So I love this game. Friday, 2:00, we have Southeast Missouri State. I think we get the job done. I would pitch Gage Wood opening game or Mason Molina. Game 2, I'm pitching Hagen Smith, probably against Louisiana Tech. If we can go 1-0, put us in the winner's side to where they got to get double dipped by the same team. I just don't know if anybody's gonna be able to do that. And it goes Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I think Sunday again. If they have to, they do a doubleheader. I'm pretty sure. Maybe they leak it into Monday, but I don't think we can get double dipped at Baum Walker. Now, if we lose that first game and we've got to go through the losers bracket, that's where it's trouble. But Hagen, to me, I think we save him for a La Tech, get us to game 3 on the winner's side, and then if we pitch Gage Wood game 1, pitch Mason game 3, or vice versa. Give Gage the mound on game 3 and Mason game 1. And then you have Brady as the winner take all if we needed him. I love that pitching rotation. I think Gage Wood actually started really well for us whenever we put him as a starter. Hagen Smith is now 1 strikeout away from tying the record, 2 strikeouts away from being the single season Arkansas pitching strikeout record holder. So we are holding on to that dearly right now. Pitching 666, terrible number, 666 in the strikeouts for the year. So let's hurry up and get here Friday so we can break that. Don't want any bad juju, you know what I'm saying? But Razorback baseball fans, I'm getting tired of hearing the negative side of things. Baseball is such a day-to-day game, and it's a mental game, and I think this team was absolutely exhausted going into the SEC tournament. And going 0-2 to me, it wasn't fun, but it's given them an entire week off to go home, reflect, hopefully have a little kumbaya moment, go to practice, and then have a gut check. They need to have a dinner together and say, what do we want this year to end at? As I don't think there's no clear-cut favorite. Hottest 2 teams in the country to me right now, you look at it, are LSU and Tennessee. Tennessee is the number 1 overall seed. That's a place I don't think you want to be. Out of the past 20 years, I think 1 team that was going into the playoffs as number 1 overall seed has won the whole thing. So Tennessee's trying to break that. They're hot. We won't play them until we get to the World Series anyway. This is the first time I think in a long time that it is wide open. There's no clear-cut favorite. The Hogs can get hot, make it to the supers pretty easily. We can go 3-0, make it to the supers, and then what? What are we whining about? What are we complaining about? I just knocked that mic over. What are we going to be whining about? But here's my thing: is stop jumping ship. I get it. No one wants them to win more than me. No one. It doesn't matter. Stop complaining. It's baseball. That's why we watch it every day. Like you don't know what happens in baseball. If a pitcher's on, he's on. If he's off, he's off. If the bats are on, they're on. If the bats are off, they're off. And if it's a dogfight, it's a dogfight. If it's a blowout, it's a blowout. You just don't know, and that's what makes it so exciting to watch. So I super, super, super challenge you guys. Stay on the wagon. The Hogs need you. It's going to be very difficult to get double dipped, I think, at Baum Walker with this team, this nucleus of a team, this pitching staff. You have Peyton Stovall and Peyton Holt leading the way, hopefully with that charge, hopefully with a little fire in their belly. Hagen last year came out and he didn't do well. Like he has not produced in the postseason yet. I think that this year he comes out like a madman and leads this team beyond belief. I wouldn't be surprised if Thursday or Friday he literally has to sit down, him, Peyton, and sit down with the team, and they have a moment, and this team comes out with a fire and a different look about them. I think they mean business, and now they're ready to do it. So I encourage you guys to go to Baum Walker this weekend and watch some damn good baseball. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be going to a super regional against I want to say Mississippi State. I'm tired of the SEC. I think the SEC dominates. I'm not going to lie to you. Unless something crazy happens, the SEC has looked head and shoulders above everybody when it comes to baseball, and they've been playing each other. I think the SEC dominates. The record right now to get to the World Series is obviously like the Elite Eight in the basketball tournament. To get to World Series, it's 8 teams. The record, 4 teams in a year from the SEC have went to the College World Series. I think that record might get beat this year with maybe 5, maybe even 6 teams going. I'm going to say 5. I think 5 SEC schools make it to the World Series. Bold prediction, maybe. I just think that we've been fighting each other. And then when we're going to play these smaller schools or play these different teams, okay, never mind. The SEC is just that damn good. And I think that's what you're going to find after this weekend, personal opinion. I'm not sure if I want Mississippi State or Virginia. I think I want Virginia, even though they are the 1 seed, just because I have seen Mississippi State and they can get hot so fast. They can knock you out really quick. They can also, we can turn around and take them out as well. So it's really whatever you want there, but I would like to see a number 1 Virginia versus another number 1 Arkansas, in my personal opinion, in Baum Walker. But yeah, let's see what do you think happens here? What do we do here? What happens in the regional? What happens? We'll talk about the supers next week, but what happens in the regional this weekend for you? What's your prediction? Hogs by 90? That's what I'm picking. Every game, Hogs by 90. But pitching rotation is going to be super exciting to see who we start in that lineup, who we move around. Dave Van Horn is the king of moving that lineup around. But let's have a little Houdini in us right here, Van Horn, and I'm ready. I'm ready, Coach. I'm ready to watch this. So Friday at 2 p.m., I'm going to be excited. Southeast Missouri State. Let's go. All right. So Carrie and I, my fiance, we're going to transition into the We Recommend section, our movie section. Carrie and I went on a movie date yesterday, and I'm going to recommend the movie If. Okay, it's in theaters right now. Ryan Reynolds, John Krasinski are the two, the father figure and one of the characters in the movie. A lot of famous people in this movie. But you wouldn't really tell because they are characters. George Clooney's in it, Bradley Cooper, Steve Carell. There's a lot. It is a very cute kid movie, but as an adult, I watched it and I did shed a tear. I did. I'm also an emotional human, so whatever. Judge me if you want. It was a fantastic movie. Ifs are imaginary friends. They call them ifs. And it's like a what if thing. It's super cute. And it's kind of like the imaginary friends are almost forgotten about. Like the kid turns into an adult, they don't need him anymore, and they don't remember him. And this girl's job is to try to find these ifs new kids or possibly their old kids that are now adults. And it's a very cute movie. I think everybody would really much enjoy it. Surprisingly emotional. But my take on that right now, guys, I would recommend the movie If. Did you know on this day, it is National Flip-Flop Day. If you're wearing flip-flops today, Wednesday, May 29th, it is National Flip-Flop Day. It's acceptable. In my house, sorry, Carrie wears flip-flops all the time. I hate feet. You'll never see flip-flops on me. On the beach, I might go barefoot, but I hate feet. They stink. They look weird. They operate funky. If you stub a toe, heaven forbid, it feels like you've been shot. You'll fall down. They don't look good to me. They don't look attractive. I'm sorry. If you have that kind of thing, you're like, man, that's nice feet. There's something wrong with you. Okay? I'm not a foot person, but on this day, it is National Flip-Flop Day. So if you're flip-flopping out there, enjoy your flops. All right? Enjoy them. I'm just not going to participate in this one. So this date does not apply to me. Okay. So I'm going to be a Jordan for a second. Hey, buddy. How you doing? I'm doing good, man. How you really doing? I'm doing good. So, how are you guys really doing? So, for me, I've been battling a little bit. I'm doing a lot better with life, but I'm still trying to navigate. We're getting married in a couple months. We're still trying to figure out finances. That's a stressful thing. Like we want to rent a house. We might even rent Jordan's house. I don't know. And we're trying to figure out what to do with our lives. What's our next step? We're getting married. We want to have kids in the near future. How's this all going to work? And it's stress. So I've been praying a lot more. Maybe that's your thing. Maybe it's not your thing. But it's my thing. I have a faith, and we've been going to church, and I've been reading a lot more, writing a lot more, listening a lot more, trying to apply more, and Carrie and I have talked about it. And I believe that we are favored by God in a big way. Like we can make an impact on people, and people come to us and we talk to them all the time, and they share their problems with us very much. People trust us very fast, and I think that's a gift, and we're favored. But I think we're also favored by the devil. Those who are favored by one side have to be favored by the other. And so sometimes that voice can get in your head and not stop. It's very loud, it's constant, and it can put a lot of pressure on you. And, we've been praying a lot about it. So sometimes, it's hard to navigate. And so the more and more we dig into it, it's real easy for you to listen to that voice and even speak those things, speak the negativity. And that's what we've been doing. What if this, what if this, what if this? And we start adding it. And then I dug into the word in the Proverbs. Okay. So if you haven't opened up your book in a while, maybe you are a faith-based person, maybe you're not. Proverbs spoke to me. Proverbs 18, 20, and 21. I'm going to read them to you. It says, from the fruit of a man's mouth, his stomach is satisfied. He is satisfied by the yield of his lips. Death and life are in the power of your tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. And it hit me of the death and life is in the power of the tongue. So when you speak something out, even if it's to somebody, if it's to yourself, whatever it may be, you're eating it too. You eat it, they eat it. All right, there's life and death in here. So if you're speaking negative things, that's death. You're going to eat those fruits, and those fruits are what's going to grow in your life. So we've been starting to speak. It might sound weird. Speak to yourself in a better way. If your inside of your brain is telling you that you're not this, you are this, you're ugly, you're fat, you're stupid, you're never going to make it, you're not worth this, and you're this, you're ugly, whatever it may be telling you, if you say those things, you're eating those things, and you believe those things. You eat what you believe there. So, or you're going to believe what you eat. Sorry. But if you say good things to yourself constantly, don't hate on yourself, don't hate on others, and you're constantly spreading love. And I believe that there's a piece of God in everybody. And that's what you need to be seeing in somebody first before you see their negative or their whatever, their flaw. See God first in them, but you see God first in them by showing them yours first. So show God through yourself, show love through yourself. They open up and do the same thing. And now you're both speaking love and life to each other. And then you're able to eat those fruits. And I'm telling you, good things start to happen from that moment. My dad, it's almost been a year, guys. When this episode comes out, 10 months ago, my dad went to be with the Lord. 10 months. Feels like yesterday. And I'm noticing I'll never miss my dad less. I'll never forget him. And I don't want to. I still cry. I still miss him. I still have moments. And I think that just shows how big of an impact he had on my life. It's not always just a sad thing, but it's okay to be sad. My earthly dad is no longer with me physically. But the teachings that he left me, the hardships that he gave me, everything that he tried to teach me, I now absorb much better than when he was alive. And I try to apply them because he instilled those in me. And I had a dream a while back about my father. I struggled very hard to know if he was in heaven or hell. And I had a dream where I think that it was a sign. I saw a younger version of my father that I don't remember. And he was in heaven at a table, like at a dinner table, wearing all white. And he was a young guy. And I was trying to get to him. I was yelling at him. I was like swimming through the clouds. And he turned and looked at me. And he just grinned at me. And then he turned and looked back down the table. And I woke up. And I haven't had a dream like that since. I haven't had any moments like that since. And I think that was like a confirmation to know that I'm okay. I'm in a better place. I'm okay. I know you miss me, but we'll see each other again. And it's been tough. And to know that a year is coming up, it goes by so fast. Life goes by so fast. About to be 34. Enjoy it. Put other people first. Show them love. I'm just learning so much about who I am as a man at 33 that I didn't know. What's important, what really matters to me is people and love and sharing with people and enjoying life together and creating those opportunities to just build connections. So that's what I hope we do here. Sorry to get a little bit sappy. But yeah, so, this was a fun, short, quick episode. Just me here by myself. Sorry, it's not all hype now. Got in my feels a little bit, but just want to be raw and real with you guys. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I hope you have an amazing week. Woo damn pig. We're gonna close down episode 17 of the We'll See You Later podcast, brought to you by Happy's Energy and Nutrition, the best energy and nutrition on the planet. I'm your host, Jeremy. It has been nothing but a pleasure to see you guys here again. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Every video that you do that helps us a ton, get our name out there so we can be on the big scene for you guys, going to bat for Arkansas sports, being out there and just sports in general from a fan perspective. 3 things to live by before you get out of here, guys. 1, don't piss into the wind. 2, Hogs by 90, baby. And 3, and most importantly, never, ever trust a fart. Until next time, guys, we love you. We'll see you later.